Crumpets content here, y'all, aka Jimmy J, aka J Legend, aka the best in the business. I'm here talking about the NFL draft. Today we're gonna do another mock draft today, and this time we're gonna have some trades in it. So so let's get started. Letting it load up to get to the 30-second pick. We on the clock. Should we make that trade? Mm. Okay, I'll take that trade. Let's see who should we get, y'all? Yeah, I'm gonna go with Mason Taylor. Got Mason Taylor. Xavier Watts. There is Alexander. I probably should do pro football one instead, or what was the other one? So you can really read. You got Darius Xander. Let's go to Xavier Watts. Yeah, but y'all, we got Mason Taylor as the first pick at 53 when we trade back. Then we got Xavier Watts at safety. Then Mason Taylor was on our top 30 in team visits for the draft. Now, Fannie Jr. is pretty good. He's actually a good blocking tight end, and he can receive. So we got Joshua Former, Shamar Turner from Texas A&M. We already got a safety. Jared Wilson from Georgia. I think I might go with Joshua out of Florida State. So then we got at 53, at 64, Xavier. Yeah, we had set that trade. But we got Mason Taylor at 53 from LSU, tight end. You got at 64, Xavier Watts, safety from at 96, Joshua Foreman, DL from Florida State. Either Terrence Ferguson, I really liked him as a tight end, but we got Mason Teller. So we Will Howard, quarterback, Cal, the edge, Grant, Terrence Ferguson. We already got a tight end. Then, well, we might get another D line, but we probably wait. Tyler Burton, his stock dropped. I guess because of the combine, because he was ahead of Anthony Paul, and I was a big fan of Anthony. But I like the top from Miami too. Eagles got Kyle Kanar on a top 30-year list. I seen that he might not got a lot of production. I might go with Charles Grant. Yeah. No one of y'all think I should do another trade? Well, I might take this trade. This is gonna be a long. There's gonna be a lot of picks, but that's probably about the last trade I'm probably gonna do. So I got Chris Paul, linebacker. Chris Paul Jr., linebacker out of Mississippi. Got Danny Stutzman, linebacker of Oklahoma. Quincy Riley, cornerback of Louisville. Then I might go with James and J. Ivory. So now we got Miller at 53. At 64, we got Xavier Watts. 96, Joshua Former. 123, Charles Grant is the inside lineman. And then 135, Jared Ivory, edge from Mississippi. All right, yeah, we're gonna go another D lineman. I'm gonna go Vernon Broughton. The linebacker Samuel Morton Jr. I might go linebacker, but let me see who else. Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with linebacker Samuel Morton Jr. So now we got Mason Taylor, tight end out of LSU, Xavier Watts, safety, and safety out of Notre Dame, You got Joshua Foreman, DL, defensive lineman out of Florida State. Charles Grant, outside lineman out of William and Mary. Gerald Ivy, edge out of Mississippi. Vernon Broughton, DL out of Texas. And you got Samuel Morton Jr. out of junior linebacker out of Georgia. And you know how the Eagles love them the Georgia Bulldogs. Let me see. I'm gonna take another D tackle. Area Peoples. We got Mason Taylor, Xavier Watts, Joshua Foreman, Mason Taylor at 53, Xavier Watts at 64, Joshua Foreman at 96, Charles Grant at 123, Jared Ivy, edge at 135, Vernon Burton at DL at 156, and at 157 we got Samuel Morton Jr., linebacker, and then 161 area peoples. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Zay Alexander, cornerback LSU. All right, we got pick 165. So we got some people on the board. We got Ali. We still haven't picked the running back yet. Got Ali Gordon's the second out of Oklahoma. He's a running back. We got Ty Fulton, the wide receiver in Maryland. And then we got Jalen Blue, running back out of Texas. Then we got the offensive line, Jalen Travis, Louis State. I think we're going to go with Jalen Travis, Louis State. All right, let me see who we going to pick. Yeah, and I like Raheem. Yeah, that's one of my favorite run backs in this draft, Raheem Sanders. And I might reach for them. and yeah, reach for them. So we got Raheem Sanders, a running back. But at least it wasn't a big reach. I only reached for him about 10. I got him 10 picks early. Or we'll do this kind of is a deep offensive lineman draft, but it's mostly edge rusher and edge and D tackle draft. It's a deep edge. You got some tight ends, heavy, but mostly edge and D tackle. Got some good safeties. You get him like in the first 3, 4 rounds. But I have to see who else. I'll take me another edge player. Tyler Burton from Miami. So we had the pick 331. We got 2 picks left. We got about two offensive linemen. So we might get a wide receiver. Then I'm gonna take another cornerback. And that's going to conclude the draft. Then we go to the summary. All right, let me say this. All right, we gonna go to the summary. We're gonna start with Mason Taylor. These ranks like the best tight end. Or Mason Taylor. This says this role. He's an inline receiving tight end. Draft out 2025. He's 11 months. He was in the Senior Bowl. You said you projected to go third round. What round did I get him in? I got him in a second. Look at his strengths. He's a natural hands catcher who plucks the ball away from his frame with contested catches with consistent showcases this repeatedly SEC competition. Outstanding spiral awareness against zone coverage, consistent finding soft spots. You get back on track. Yeah, we're going about to continue. Yeah, Mason. Yeah, like I said, Mason Teller. He's good at get his zone coverage. He's a reliable target in clutch situations. All right, let me see his weaknesses. Struggles to anchor against power rushers and gets back into the pocket when trying to pass protect. Needs the sufficient technique to frame and refine as a blocker. Plays too high and gets overwhelmed at a point of attack. That's stuff he could work on. I believe he could get better at that. But limited experience at an inline tight end. Primarily operate from a slot or wing alignment. Must develop more sufficient route running tempo. It doesn't show explosive bursts needed to separate from NFL safeties in man coverage. But he's the fifth rated tight end. But for most part, you can work with him. He just need to develop as a blocker. Let's go to the next player, Xavier Watts. All right, Xavier Watts is safety. or Xavier Watts. Interceptions, he had 6 interceptions. And he had 136. Pass defense, he had 9. Tackles, he had 83. Solo tackles, he had 53. He's 6 foot, 204 pounds. The whole town on New England. I believe that's New England. Is it New England? No, I think that might be. It might be New England. Is that New England? What's NE? Yeah. Is that New England? Yeah. What's NE? Dang. Jump froze. Yeah, I believe NE is like New England. I believe it is. I'm not sure. But damn. I'm gonna see what NE. I believe that's like New. Oh, Nebraska. Yeah, that's Nebraska. Yeah, I forgot that is Nebraska. NE is Nebraska. So yeah, but yeah, he's a man. He's man's. He plays man in his own slot. He's a nickel safety. He's basically almost like Cooper DeJean. He's projected to go mid. We got him more. He projected to go second round, and we got him. Yeah, we got him late second round. So so you got his tackling percentage 73%, run defense 80%, coverage 93, zone 92, man press 85. So he's pretty good in coverage. He got higher percentages. Yeah, but this is whole sum of it of him. They say he just not getting a safety. They getting a defensive weapon that based on scheme coverage allows him to read and react while keeping everything in front of him. Don't be surprised to see him be an impact similar to how Anton Whitfield burst on the scene. Better. But his strengths, exceptional play recognition, born uh, routinely jumps routes before quarterback can read, then the closing speeds of the ball, especially when playing downhill, robs at the mesh point, like he was a shot out of a cannon, shows sign serious dog and coverage situations, refusing to concede and battling through at catch point. Advanced mental processing allow him to beat quarterback into mistakes, plays chess as a plays checkers, violent hands at the point of attack and run support, consistent stacks and bigger blockers makes big plays, elite ball skills, your high point, still running routes, weapon who can rotate from single high to box safety, seemingly within the same series. Special teams are potential and physical brings him. Weaknesses gets can get aggressive, pursuing plays accidentally that leaves too much, still developing in man coverage. Runners shows some tightness while forcing and forward. But you had people like Dan Sillier. You talking about getting to see him at Philly 5 get safety in the first round? No. Why would I get when you get the third best safety in the second round? That don't even make any sense. Makes no sense. If that, you should go for the number. I'm not going for just to get in the first round. That's dumb. He's versus the fifth edge. So what? Edge rusher is more valuable than really. I would trade back into the second round like I did. Yeah. If you want to get the safety, you get safety in the second round. You never get safety in the first round because you're getting. And I don't really think it's too much of a big between Starks and the Watts. I said you get a safety in the second round. He's not even and Marcus Starks not even considered the best safety in the draft. He's the number two safety. You get the number three safety in the second round. That's not that big of a difference. And that actually is a better. They don't get the edge. Yeah, don't get the fifth. I said, what y'all saying don't even. You get more value at edge in the first round than you would as safety. You don't get no value as a safety in the first round. You get the same safety in the second and third round. It doesn't make sense. But this guy, he's pretty good. I like him as a safety. I got him late second round, but yeah, I got him late second round. But he could safety and nickel, but you need versatile guys. He's kind of like he's to me he's not that much different than CJ Garner. That's he kind of remind me of CJ Garner. Yeah, he seems like more like CJ Garner, but he's probably a little bit better in coverage than CJ. Yeah, yeah. That's for his tapes. He kind of remind me of CJ Garner, but I think he probably less of a hothead. Yeah, he's a little bit. I think he's a little bit better in coverage than CJ. Cause CJ get beat sometimes, but yeah. All right, we're gonna go to the next pick. What's the next pick? We're at 96. Joshua Former, D line at Florida State. So Joshua Former basically ranked like the 12th best defensive tackle. He's 6'3", 318 pounds. So he's more of a three technique. Projected to go fourth round, but we look at his stats. Yeah, he had 4 sacks, zero forced fumbles, 32 tackles, 12 solo tackles. He projected to go in the fourth round. I got him. I believe I got him in the fourth round. Did I got him in the fourth round? I might have got him in the third. No, I got him in the third round, so I got him a little early. Yeah, I got him in the third round, so I got him a little early. Yeah, strengths. He's explosive first step, jumps off the tape, particularly at the three techniques. His elite quickness puts him in a rare company with 300-pound defenders, and weaknesses. Pad level is wildly inconsistent. Will flash perfect leverage on one snap, then stand straight up in the next one. Is his natural power, negating his natural power. But he's something to work with. And they say his comparisons is Jaquan Roy, LSU, Davion Nixon, Iowa, and Kenyon Benton, Wisconsin. But he's something to work with. Something to work with. Let's go to the next guy. We got Charles Grant. Charles Grant, 6'4", 300 pounds. His main position is left tackle. He went to the Senior Bowl. He had a 40 time 5.5. He got a he got a blocking grade 98%, run blocking grade of 98%. Has a strength and weaknesses, exceptional. Yeah, hold on. Let me go to the comparisons. Comparisons. Cody Meach, North Dakota State. Mason Cornback, South Dakota State. Rashawn Slater, Northwestern. Strength, quickness, and fluent in pass sets, showing natural wrestling. Then we go to the weaknesses. Frame limitation at 300 pounds presents immediate concern against NFL pass rushers with significant more mass and explosive strength. But I think he's something to work with. He could play both tackle spots. That would increase his value. But being 300, I don't think that's because he's like listed at 311. I don't think that's bad. You got most tackles that are a little bit bigger than that. Go with the next player. We got Gerald Ivy. Gerald Ivy. Mississippi. Gerald Ivy, Mississippi. But that debate about the getting in the fifth, sixth with edge rush in the first round, that is done by Cilio. That's still more value than the safety, and that's not even the best safety in the. Not even the best safety. He's like the second or third, and he not even drop. We're not trading up for a safety. Yeah, I'd rather get the third safety in the second in the second round. That makes a lot more sense. But to get back on these edge, Jared Ivory is like the 15 best edge. He's 6'6". I mean, he had like a 40-yard time at like 5:09. He's like a tweener. He's like 274. He's projected to go in the third round. He had 7 sacks, two forced fumbles, 42 tackles, 23 solo tackles. But yeah, he looks like but he's like more of a tweener. But I'm gonna get down to his weaknesses. Yeah, he projected to go third round. I got him in the what round I got him in. I got him like in the fifth. No, actually, did I get him in the fifth? No, I got him more in like in the fourth round. I think I got him in the fourth round. That's more like considered the fourth.